Hello ladies! So this week we are starting off nice and easy. This week's all going to be about glitter. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are well up on applying glitter anyway, but I know there are some people in here who aren't. So we're going to do lots of different things with glitter for people who aren't well up on it and for people who are. But firstly, I wanted to have a little chat about the different types of glitter because there is loads of different types of glitter and not everybody knows what they're all for. So we will get into what they all look like a little bit as we go, but I just want to talk about a few of them first of all. So you've got your standard holographic glitter. This is one of our Flirties ones, which is fab. It's a really, really nice green. So let me just stick my finger in there and pop some of that on the back of my hand and try to make sure I keep my hand in the camera. So here would be one of our holographic glitters. Now when you apply a holographic glitter over any colour, it would generally completely cover up the colour, okay? Then you have other glitters like our multi-glitz glitter, which has loads of different colours inside. This is a Lucente one, which is fab. It is called Showgirl. This again will completely cover up whatever colour you have applied underneath, okay? Then we have glitters like our iridescent ones. Now an iridescent glitter is really, really nice, but it's completely see-through, okay? So that might look super pink in the bottle, but when it goes on, you are still going to be able to see the colour of the nail that you've just painted, but you will also get a hint of the colour that's inside this pot. So you'll get like a hint of a pinky blue, and you will see that later on when we apply this over one of our colours. Now then you have other ones like white glitters. I really like white glitters because what a lot of white glitters do is they will hold the colour that's underneath. So say for instance you painted the nail pink. This will go, when you apply this onto the nail, it'll go totally white, and you'll see that later on. But once we top coat it, it will go back to the original colour, but it will make it super sparkly. This is a CND additive called Sizzling Sand. It's super popular and it's really, really pretty. You can see there's like a feck all left in that tub. It has been discontinued, but most white holographic glitters will do exactly the same thing. Then you have a bunch of other types of glitters. You have ones like this one, which is kind of like stringy glitter. You see that? The way it's like all little kind of long pieces of glitter. These work amazing in gel and acrylic. Now you can still use them, once they're soft, you can still use them over the likes of gel polish and shellac. You just got to be careful that they're sitting really, really flat before you put your top coat on, otherwise you'll be able to feel them. But they do look really, really cute when they're on. Now, then you have the likes of these guys, which are super chunky glitters. So actually, if I show you the lid, you'll see it better. See the way these are like little diamonds? I'm trying to figure out where my camera on this phone is. It's a new phone. See the way they're like little diamonds? The best way to apply these guys is one by one, okay? Which sounds painful, but they look amazing when they're on, so it's totally worth it. So we're going to do a little bit with them later on. Okay, so they are generally our main types of glitter. You can have different thicknesses of each of the different types. So say for instance our holographic glitter, this Flirties one, our green holographic is super, super fine. Where then we have another holographic here, which is another Lucente one, which is way thicker. So if I open the two of these up, hopefully you'll be able to see the difference in kind of thickness. And they just give different types of results, but they both look amazing when they're on. There. So I have a couple of my colour pops half painted and ready to go, so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me paint colour pops all evening. So I'm starting off with Flirties Black Widow. And I've got 2 coats on there at the moment, and I just want to make sure he's still sticky, so I'm just going to stick a fresh layer on him because I painted him about 10 minutes ago. Now, so just popped another layer on him, and I'm going to chuck him in the lamp and cure him for 30 seconds. And I'm going to apply my white sizzling sand glitter all over him, which is going to be amazing. I'm just going to move these lights a little bit and see if I can make the screen a bit brighter. Right. Okay. So I'm also currently painting one of our, it's number 2, it's a Flirty's temperature change in colour. So it goes to this amazing pink, but it actually starts out as purple. So I'm going to paint another layer over him, and I'm going to apply our multi-glitz glitter over this guy in an ombre. Okay. Now let me chuck him in there. Right. Lamp on. Now I'm going to use my little Licente G1 brush. This is just the brush I use for glitter. Now, any glitter brush that you have is going to do exactly the same thing when it comes to glitter, so don't worry about going out and panic buying any particular glitter brush. They all do the same thing. So if I'm to do full coverage over this nail, I'm going to pick up a little bit of my glitter onto my brush, and I'm going to brush it all the way around my nail. Do you see the way that whole nail right now is going white? And you're like, oh my god, you just ruined the black nail. Wait till you see what it looks like when we put our top coat on now in a minute. So I'm giving him a good rub in. Now you can see and probably hear that I'm being quite rough at the minute. I want to make sure there's no little bits of glitter left behind when I put my top coat brush on top of him and paint over him. Okay, so at the minute that doesn't look amazing. It just looks like I've just stuck a load of white glitter on top of black nail and ruined it. So I'm going to take out my top coat. Now we do have a separate top coat for when we are using glitter, just to be safe. And what I'm doing now is I'm literally top coating right over that whole nail. Do you see the way the white disappears? And it leaves us with this amazing black reflectivey, almost like a bluey sparkly finish. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this one. I hope you guys can see that well. It looks amazing. So that is your application for your full coverage glitter. Nice and easy. Okay, so we're going to chuck him out of the way. He's done. Right, so if I pull out my multi-glitz glitter now, let's work on an ombre technique with this guy. So I have my pink/purple nail. I'm going to do the same thing as before. I'm going to pick up a little bit of glitter onto my brush, and I'm going to pat it along what would be the cuticle line of the nail. Now, without picking up any more glitter, do you see the way I'm just dragging that down the nail a little bit? I don't want any more glitter on my brush. I just want to drag, drag, drag. And then when I flick him around, you have a really pretty ombre. And I have black polish on my hand. Nice. Did you see how we did that? So one little bit of glitter along the cuticle line of the polish and just drag it down. So we popped it on and you're just going to drag, drag, drag until you're happy with the result. Okay. Then you can take your top coat again and top coat the whole nail. Now I'm going to do another ombre in a second so that you guys can see that being done again, because I know ombre is a little bit more difficult than applying full coverage. Now if you ever have glitter left in your brush, you can literally take a dry wipe and clean your brush. You don't want to put your brush back in your bottle, even if it is a designated bottle for glitter. You don't want to put your brush back in the bottle when there's glitter inside them, because he will contaminate all your other glitters. Right, chuck him back in there now. Now, this other one that I have here is another temperature changing one. It's Flirties again. So this goes from this gorgeous blue to white. And I'm just popping a layer on him. And I'm going to chuck him in the lamp for 30 seconds to cure him. And what I'm going to be doing this time is I am going to use a pigment rather than a glitter. Now, pigments can be super exciting because you don't have to have a bucket load of colours to do loads of different things with pigments. I absolutely adore pigments. This is a CND pigment called Deep Blue, and the colour of it is absolutely gorgeous. I love this pigment. Now, with the CND additives and Lucente glitters and that, they are medical grade, so you can actually use them as makeup, which our makeup artist loves. Okay, so you can see my blue nail actually went white there with the heat, but that doesn't make any difference for what we are about to do. So I'm going to use my same brush again with the same technique as applying full coverage. I'm going to pick up a little bit of my blue powder, pop them on the nail, and I'm going to give them a good rub in. You guys see how pretty this blue is? Isn't it amazing? Now, any pigments that you're going to apply them in exactly the same way as this. How pretty is that? It almost looks like velvet. How amazing is that? Now, that would look awesome. Actually, you know what? I'm going to grab our matte top coat so we can see what that looks like matte. I have just my shiny ones here. I'll just grab our matte one. I promise no barking dogs in these videos. These are all being done in the salon. So, Flirty's matte top coat. Let's chuck him over this and see what he comes out like in the lamp. Now, when you're using a matte top coat, when you apply the top coat at first, it is shiny. It doesn't go matte until you cure it in the lamp. So, you kind of get to see what it looks like shiny and matte, I suppose, before we cure it. This is going to look amazing matte. Okay, so that's him shiny. Let's stick him in the lamp and see what happens to him. And I'm just going to clean my brush. I do have my cleanser, my 2-in-1 cleanser with me as well, just in case I need to give him a really good clean. 2-in-1 cleanser is fine to get on your brush once there's no acetone in it. If you get acetone on your brushes, you're going to wreck your bristles, but once it's just alcohol, it's fine. Okay. Right, now let me get lids back on these guys, get them out of the way. Smudge blue powder all over my hands. I'm going to look scruffy by the end of this. Okay. Right, 3 of them are done and out of the way. Let's get our next few out that I have planned. And I'm just going to grab 3 more little colour pops, and I'm going to start to get these painted while we wait for the other guys to dry. And they are dry. Oh, actually, while I'm painting these, so the best way for you guys to advertise your nail art to potential clients is on one of these nail art rings. Okay, you can literally pick them up anywhere. If anyone is stuck, if you're in Ireland or the UK, you can get them from Flirties or Sweet Squared. They are cheap enough to buy, and there's generally between 40 and 50 little sticks on the ring. Also, the ring's open, so you can literally open them up, take off all the empty ones, and just put the ones that you've done work on. I would like you guys to all get one of these so that every time you do a nail art design, you can put it on the ring, and at the end of the program you'll be able to look back and see all of the different things that you've done. You'll also use this for showing your clients what you can do and what they can choose from when they ask for nail art. Those rings are fab. We have all of our colours displayed on them as well. They are awesome little rings. I love them. We have them all over the place. So this is shellac pink leggings that I am painting on this colour pop now. This is a fab colour, but it's almost gone. There we go. I suppose it's almost gone because it is a fab colour. Right. Oop. Chuck him in there. Okay, so our first three are out of the lamp and ready to be shown off. So this was our first ombre design. Trying to get him to go into focus. So he's really pretty. So I'm going to pop him off and I'm going to leave him here where you guys can see him. Put him around the other way. There we go. This was our sparkly black, which looks amazing. If I do say so myself, I love this one. This is an amazing combination. So if you imagine that on your client's nail, how good would that look? Wouldn't that be amazing? So let's chuck him there beside that one. Also, if you guys are wondering, I'm literally using orange wood sticks and glue dots to stick the little tips onto my orange wood sticks. I sometimes like to use these tips instead of the sticks when I'm doing demos, just because they look a little bit nicer. And that is our blue pigment with our matte top coat, which looks amazing. How pretty is that? Do you like that one? I think that looks awesome. Again, imagine that over somebody's nail. That would look amazing. So pretty. Right. Okay, we might not have dogs, but we have crazy kids shouting outside, so I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. Okay. Right. Next few, let's get them painted up really quickly. So this is again another Flirties colour. I do actually teach for Flirties, so that's why you'll see me using a huge amount of Flirties products in these programs. Because we have all of them, all the colours. They're very pretty colours. It sounds like there's somebody dying outside the salon. Also, I haven't got any music on in the background because anytime I upload anything to Facebook or YouTube with music in the background, they give out to me. So I'm just gonna not have music in the background. This is one of their new colours, it's absolutely gorgeous. So let me chuck him in there. I'm gonna pull this guy back out. So, pink leggings, second layer going on. I'm going to stick him in out here. So that's enough of that. Let's get our second layer of our green on here now. Does anybody else love green nails? Green is one of my favourite colours to wear on my nails. You can't even see how amazing this colour is in the camera. It's amazing. It's so pretty. Right. Oh my god, one layer of this purple would nearly be enough. So pretty. We'll stick on two anyway, just so we don't feel like we're being scabby with the polish. Right, so second layer is on him. Okay. So give me a thumbs up if you like what we've done so far. Right. Finish. He should be ready. And I just stuck him in, so is he ready? He's also ready. Okay. So we're going to do another ombre oh, I need to clean my brush because I have pigment on it. So one thing about pigment won't stain your brush, so you just got to give it a clean and cleanser after you've used any pigment on your brush. Also stains your hand if you wipe it in your hand. Go figure. Good clean. Okay. Yeah, just give him a dry off. Okay. So let's go over ombre again with our Flirty Screen glitter and our little green nail. So you are going to pick up a little bit of your glitter. You're going to pop it along the cuticle line of your nail. And without picking up any more glitter, you are going to drag it down the nail. Now you can have a little ombre, you can have an ombre all the way down to the base. You could literally do a little bit up here and drag it down. You could do an ombre from the tip of the nail to make it look like a French ombre. And there we have our little green ombre. Ombre nails are super popular. They're really, really pretty. So I'm sure you guys will do this one quite a lot. And I'm going to grab our top coat. And we'll give him a little paint. So when it comes as well to charging for nail art, I know some people aren't quite sure how to go about charging for it. Do we charge for it? Do we do glitter for free? What do we do? Always, always, always charge for nail art. Because first of all, if you don't and you get into the habit of it, your clients will always expect that it's going to be free. And secondly, why not? If you're putting more product on your clients' nails, you're spending more money on product for them, you're doing something different for them that they may not be able to get elsewhere, always charge for it. You'd be amazed at how much charging for nail art could increase your income. Like if you take, say for instance, if you take 10 clients in a week and you do glitter on every single one of their nails and you charge them even just a £5 for getting glitter on all of their nails, that's an extra €50 or £50 or $50 that you'll have taken in that week, which is essentially an extra 1 to 2 sets of gel polish or shellac, depending on what it is that you're charging, maybe even more. And glitter literally takes you 2 seconds to do. The bottles of glitter that you buy are relatively cheap, so once you've done a couple of sets of nails and you've put glitter on all of their nails, they're paid for, and then everything after that is profit for you. So if you add up, say even every second client gets glitter, add up how many clients you've taken in the last 3 months and add on a £5 to every second one of those appointments and see how much extra you could have been taking in if you were charging them for glitter and getting them to get little bits of nail art done. I always kind of look, when I was working from home, not so much anymore because everything has to obviously go through the business now. But this is a little bit cheeky. When I worked from home, I never put nail art through the box. I used to put it in a piggy bank and save it for when I went on holidays. But yeah, that was a little bit bold. Can't do that anymore. But you can do it when you work from home. Right. So this is our kind of stringy glitter. Well, I'm going to pick him up and I'm going to brush him all over this nail. Very like I'm doing full coverage glitter. But what we do afterwards is a little bit different. So like before, you need to go over it to get rid of any little loose bits that are hanging out. Okay, but then what I also always do is I roll it side to side, and any little bits that I can see poking up, I'll just pop them off. Because I know if my clients can feel little bits of this glitter hanging around or sticking up out of their top coat, they are going to pick it off. And then their nails are going to lift, and then they're going to come back and they're going to complain. So for the 2 seconds that it takes me to do this on each nail, I'm going to have a little look. You could do this with the tweezers if you'd rather not use your fingers, or if your nails are too long or too short. I normally just do it with my nails. And then once you have done that, you're going to grab your top coat. Apply your top coat all over. Now, and at this stage again, have another little look, and if anybody has dislodged themselves, like that cheeky little guy, pop them off. Okay, so what you can also do is, if you're a little bit worried, if you're looking at it and you're like, oh, it's a little bit bumpy, I'm not sure if I'm loving this, pop another layer of top coat on it after this layer has been cured. But that does look pretty awesome. I do like that. Cool, so we'll chuck him inside and we'll set him to cure. Now, so our iridescent glitter. This was the one that we were talking about earlier on, that looks super pink in the bottle, but when we put it on the nail, it's not gonna look super pink. It will give a hint. Now, this has like a bluey hue to it as well. I'm not sure if you can see that in the light. So this is not gonna make my purple nail go bright pink, but it's gonna give it a pinky bluey reflective look. So if I pick up a little blob of my pink, and I'm gonna brush it all over the nail. This looks awesome. I love this over this purple. This is actually my first time putting glitter over this new purple, and it looks amazing. So that's how we are at the minute. So our shimmery purple has now gone to like a purple with like a pinky blue sparkle to it. Now let's top coat, because top coat makes all the difference when it comes to these. This looks totally different when the top coat goes on. I hope you guys like this one. So top coat is on, the nail is still purple. We're getting blue sparkly bits poking through there and pink sparkly bits poking through there. So essentially our super pink glitter went to like a blue and pink sparkle. How nice is that? So imagine if you had even 2 or 3 iridescent glitters. I hope you guys have some in your kit, but if not, if you do pick some of them up, even 2 or 3 of them, get another colour wheel, get all your colours on it, put them over every single colour that you have, and it will look amazing. There's so many opportunities and different kind of colours and combinations that you can come up with iridescent glitters. That looks amazing. Okay, so let's chuck him in there and we will cure all of them. Right, my orange top is slowly becoming a sparkly orange top. Now, these two have stuck together. There we go. Right. Let me get them out of my way. That can go over there. That can also go over there. Oh God. They're sticking to everything. Okay. Right, so the next colours that we are going to use, I'll actually do these 3 next. They will make a little bit more sense together. So I'm going to be using, this is a Flirties one called Winkle. It's also called Kermit Green on the website. Now when I got this, this was totally see-through. And one of my favourite things about most gel polishes is because of the way they are made, you're actually able to mix them together to change the colour. Now I am not a fan at all of see-through gel polish. It really annoys me, and I will literally keep putting it on until you can't see through it anymore. Now I know some people do like sheer colours. I don't at all. So I absolutely adored this colour when it came in, but when I painted it on my nails it was see-through, and that would have driven me insane. So what I did was I took it off. I got our French White, which is the same brand of gel polish, it's Flirties again, and I mixed a whole bunch of the French White into this bottle and I created this colour. Now, if you're using CND shellac, you cannot do that because the way shellac is made, it doesn't work at all. But generally with gel polishes, you can. Now, if you're unsure or you're a little bit nervous about doing it, you can give your whoever you're buying it from a little ring and just ask them, are you okay to mix them together? But you can absolutely do it with Flirties gel polishes. So I basically essentially created this colour, which is freaking amazing. But it was literally Kermit Green mixed with French white, and it came out like that, and it was absolutely stunning. Then we have Pumpkin Fun, and we have Sky Pearl as well, which is this blue guy. Okay, so let's get these out. So what we are going to be doing now is we're going to be applying some of the chunky glitters. We're going to do an ombre fade into each other, and we are going to be doing a glitter sandwich, which I love. Right, so first layer of him on. How amazing is he? Isn't he just fab? Oh, let me take these three out of the lamp. I'll show you them now in a second. Let's get our first layer of colour onto each of these. Now with this blue guy, we are actually for now only applying one layer of the gel polish. So do you see the way he has a little bit of a shimmer in it, but not a whole lot? And like that again, he is a little bit see-through. And then we have Pumpkin Fun. Which is like the same colour as the jumper I'm wearing right now. Okay. So, first layer each of them on, and I'm going to chuck them in there and cure them. And while we're waiting for that, we can pull these guys back out and have another look. So, this was our purple with our pink iridescent glitter over it, which looks amazing. Pull him off, pump him down there. Now this guy is a little bit bumpy, so I'm going to stick another layer of top coat on him just to smooth him out a little bit more. That won't take away from the finished look at all. He is still going to look awesome. See the way he catches the light really nicely? Isn't that so pretty? And then we have our little green ombre. Oop, stickiness came off him. So we can see our little ombre there. Okay. Right. Turn them out of the way, and we'll bring these guys back over here. So let's start off with our glitter sandwich. Okay, so because this blue is a little bit see-through, and if my client wanted a little bit of a sparkle in there, but didn't want it to be as sparkly as, say for instance, this guy, that you can really see that there's glitter in him, but wanted a hint, just a hint of sparkle, and also to make him opaque, because he's not opaque, what you can do is one layer of your colour. Now this has to be done with a semi-sheer or a sheer colour, or it doesn't work. Okay, so I've got my blue. I'm going to go all the way over as if we are doing full coverage glitter again. I'm going to move these out of the way because I'm covering them in blue glitter. I'm giving that a good rub in to try to stop it from transferring on me. Okay, so right now we have a nice sparkly little nail. Now you can tell that there's loads of glitter in that right now. So if I wanted to tone that glitter down, what I can then do, now this is called a glitter sandwich, so this is when we sandwich the glitter between two layers of gel polish. So I'm going to apply a second layer of gel polish on top of this now. This works really, really well at Christmas, especially for red nails, for people who want red sparkle but don't want a real obvious in-your-face red sparkle. And that brings up the original colour as well. Do you like that one? Isn't that pretty? Awesome. Right, so we'll chuck him in the lamp and we'll cure him. And I'm going to take that away, and I'm going to take that away. Okay, so I'm going to take my second layer of my green and I'm going to paint it all over the nail. And I'm going to chuck him in the lamp and cure him. Isn't that green absolutely amazing? It's my favourite green, if you can't tell. And I'm going to take my orange and I'm going to do my second layer of my orange. I suppose I am a little bit biased because I made it, but it is an amazing green. Yeah, so I'm going to chuck him in there as well and cure him. So with this guy, all I'm going to do then is get my top coat, apply my top coat all over, cure him, and he is done. My lip pink one from earlier on is also now done. Now, right, so he's not cured yet. This one is. Now, so chunky glitter. Let's get a bit of them out of the way. Let's go back now to this guy. So I'm gonna sprinkle some bits of glitter in there. Now I'm just popping my brush in there a little bit, the back end of it, just to break those bits of glitter up a little bit because they do tend to all kind of cram together in the pot. And what I am going to be applying it with is a dotting tool with a little bit of gel polish on the bottom of my dotting tool. So did you guys see what I did there? I literally just dipped my dotting tool into my gel polish top coat. So now this doesn't have to be in any particular pattern or any particular order, but considering I covered this with a little bits of glitter earlier on, we'll cover up all the little bits of glitter that I sprinkled all over it. Now ideally you want to be picking these guys up one at a time. That one. You can put it on in a fancy pattern, you can do it randomly, you can literally go to your heart's content. These look amazing. If anybody has done any water marbling, I'll do water marbling one of the weeks for you because water marbling is quite fun. It is messy, but it is fun. I use these quite a bit when I do water marbling because it really helps to finish off the look. It looks really good. This one does come with needing a small amount of patience. Okay, so you can literally pop them on in any pattern that you want. Here's one I did earlier in a slightly fancier pattern. So I just did that along the cuticle line. If you were doing like a French nail, putting them along the line, like your kind of your separation from your pink to your white, and one of the nails would look amazing. You could do it in all of them, or if you ran out of patience, you could do it in one on each hand, and that would look awesome. So I'm just top coating these guys. I did cure that green nail before I put it in the lamp, so I cured them and then I stuck them into the sticky layer. Yeah, glitter sandwich looks amazing, especially for those colors that you have that are semi-sheer that nobody wants because you can see through them. Just gives you a little bit of an idea of what you can do to make them look a little bit more interesting. And where's my orange nail? Did I cure you? I did cure you. Okay. Right, so let's do an ombre fade into each other. So I have my little orange nail and I've got 2 different glitters. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my gold glitter and I'm going to pop it all the way along the top of my orange nail. And I'm going to start to ombre that straight away down the nail. Okay. And I'm giving that a good flick, good rub in. Now do you see the gaps that are left behind that are still super orange? What's going to happen when I pick up this orange and I apply this the other way is my sparkly orange is only going to stick into those gaps. It won't cover up the glitter that I've already applied. So I'm ombreing now the other way up the nail to give myself a really nice ombre fade with 2 colours fading into each other. Okay, now do you see how that's the gold fading into the orange and the orange fading into the gold? So let's top coat him, stick him in the lamp. How shiny is he? Yeah, so we'll chuck him in and we'll get all of those curing. Okay. So the last 3 then that we are going to do are a little bit more complicated, but they also look amazing. Okay. So let's get one of these guys painted first of all. So this is a pink sparkly glitter. That is a gel polish and I'm just popping a layer of that in. I'm going to be putting some loose glitter into this in a second as well. So that is sparkle red, that is pink. But it does look amazing, especially over other colours. Again, that one is a little bit see-through, so if I'm doing that on a client, I normally put it over one of the other reds or pinks, generally a pink. Then I'm going to use Plum, which is super pretty. First layer of him on. And here's my last one. So this is another temperature changing one that goes from grey to blue. It goes to kind of a turquoisey blue. It's lovely, you'll see it now in a second. I'm going to chuck the 3 of them in there and hit cure. And we'll pop these guys off our little sticks. Anyone is looking for ideas with, say for instance you want to work with these guys rather than working with the sticks, if you're looking for ideas of what you can do with them, what we're going to actually start doing is we have a little wall in the salon that's just kind of plain. It just sticks out in the middle of the room, but you'll be able to see it from like reception, you'll be able to see it from where the client's waiting that, and you'll be able to see it when you're walking back to where we do all of our lashes and everything. And we're going to actually start sticking these to that just to brighten it up a little bit and to make clients kind of go, ooh, what's that? I want to go see it. So it'll be kind of like a little wall of fame for all of us. Right, so I'm going to get my next glitter and I'm going to apply it all the way over that one, just because I want this nail to be super glittery, and you will see why in a few minutes. And then I'm going to take my glitter gel polish again, and I'm going to paint over the whole nail while it wiggles around and attempts to fall off. I'll fix them in a second. Okay, so we have a super sparkly pink nail right now. So that's kind of like a glitter sandwich using a glitter polish as well. So, oh Jesus, I need to dip that into the glitter. Right, that's me finished with that glitter. I'm going to apply another layer onto Plum. And I'm going to tuck him in the lamp to cure him. And look at that colour. That is what our grey turned into. How gorgeous is that turquoise? So I'm going to stick another layer of the grey on top of this now. Do you see the difference? Like, that grey is amazing, but the turquoise is even more amazing. And chuck him in there, and we'll cure them. Right, that is now finished with all of those. Now, what I'm going to need for the next bit is another pink. Now, you want to use a pink that is fairly opaque in one layer. Now, you will still be able to see through this a little bit, but you don't want to be able to see through it a massive amount. Oh God. Okay. So my pink nail got left behind. Let's stick him back on there. Alright. Okay. And he's stuck. Now, if you were doing this directly over a loose glitter, you need to top coat it first. But because I have put a glitter gel polish on top of my loose glitter, I'm able to just go straight in with my next layer of pink. And I want to cover up that sparkly pink as much as possible. So I'm doing a fairly thick layer of gel polish here at the moment. Now, if your gel polish is inclined to wrinkle, you may need to just do this in 2 layers and just be really particular about where you are working. And you will see what I mean in a second. Okay, so you can still see that there's a little bit of a sparkle through the pink, but you can't see a whole lot. Now I'm going to leave him down there for a few seconds, and the reason I'm doing that is because I want the solvents to evaporate off that gel polish. Now, I'm not curing him, I'm literally just leaving him on the counter beside me, just for a couple of seconds. And while I do that, oh, actually, let's do one of these matte. So while I do that, I am top coating my other 2 nails. So both of these guys, I'm going to act as if I'm finishing them off completely. So this is my matte top coat. And I'm going to chuck him in there. That's me finished with my matte top coat, and I'm going to take my... Do you see the way it goes when it's going back to its original colour? Isn't that cool? And I'm top coating this guy as well. So as if I'm totally finishing off the 2 of those nails. Chuck him in there and cure. Now, so what I want to do is soak a pad in some 2-in-1 cleanser. And I'm going to go back now to this guy. Now, depending on the design that you want to do, you could use a dotting tool. You could use a little detailer brush. Or you could use a big chunky brush. And for now, just so you guys can really see what I'm doing, I'm going to use a big chunky brush. So this is technically my glitter brush. So I'm being a little bit bold, but sure, grand. Just want a bit of gel polish. And what I am going to do is I am going to paint with my cleanser a lovely big stripe down the center of this nail. How awesome is that? Now I can go back in there and straighten him up. Now if you like doing leopard print, you could do leopard print. If you want to do stripes, you can do stripes. If you want to do swirls, you can do swirls. Here's one I made earlier. See the way I literally just did 2 like loops in that one? But I do particularly like doing stripes in this. I think it looks amazing. I'm going to do one down either side as well. So this is called etching, and this is when you etch a design into the nail, but when you've got another colour or a glitter or something sparkly underneath that can show through after you've taken away the top colour. Now, how awesome is that? Isn't that so cool? I love etching. Etching is so pretty. Okay, and then we're going to chuck him in the lamp, cure him, and then top coat him. Now, these 2 guys, let's see what we're going to do with these. Okay, so let's get that back out of the way. Now, what I need for these are a mixing palette each, a glitter each, and a blob of top coat each. So I'm putting a little blob top coat there and a little blob of top coat there. And we are basically making a glitter top coat right now. Now because those 2 nails have already been cured, once I apply this to the nail, I won't have to cure, I'll have to cure it, but I won't have to apply another layer of top coat to it again. So you always have to make sure that you are staying inside the ratio of 2/3 gel polish to 1/3 glitter when you're mixing them. Give it a really, really good mix. Now if I take this nail that I've done my matte design on, I'm just going to give my brush a little clean because I got some pink on him. Now, can you see me? You can. Okay. So I am going to pick up a blob of my glitter top coat and I'm going to paint him onto that nail. Let's do zebra stripes. Now because this nail underneath is matte, all that's going to stay shiny is where we have applied our shiny glitter top coat. Can you still see what I'm doing? Yep. This is one of my favorite things to do with glitter, especially over a matte top coat, because it looks freaking awesome. How class is that? I know a whole bunch of clients that would love something like that. Now you don't have to do that in separate stripes, you can do it in any design at all. And in fact I'm going to do another one really quickly on the other nail. So I'm going to chuck him in there to cure him. And save the best to last. Now on this guy I'm going to sprinkle out some of my pink glitter. I was supposed to use the pink glitter on the other one, however. can you see that I'm giving that a really, really good mix in? Now, so this one is great for clients who, say for instance, they come in and they're like, I want red diamonds or I want pink diamonds, and you're like, oh crap, I only have clear diamonds. Or for clients who have a habit of biting off their diamonds, because we all have clients who do that, and oh, my diamond just fell off, but you can tell by looking at it that they bit it off. So we are going to create diamonds with our glitter top coat. So I've got a dotting tool so that they're nice and round. And I am literally creating little 3D dots of glitter top coat. If I turn him sideways, see the way you can see that that's raised? So I am making pink glitter diamonds for my lovely client that I have right now who demanded pink diamonds when I didn't have any. So if you have pink glitter and somebody wants pink diamonds, you have no excuse to not give them pink diamonds, because you can make them. How pretty is that? They are way harder to get off than actual diamonds. They are way cheaper to buy than actual diamonds. And if you've got loads of different colours of glitter, it means you have loads of different colour of diamonds. So I can then come in, we could do a row of slightly smaller ones. So it is cheaper for you, and you will have way more options for your clients. Isn't that so cute? Do you like that one? Yeah. That's chicken and lamb and curum. Okay, so charging for nail art. I think I started this earlier on and then got distracted. I have shiny object syndrome, so I do get distracted quite easily. The way we charge for nail art in the salon at the moment is €1 per nail for glitter, whether it's an ombre or a full coverage, or if they want it on all 10 nails, we charge a £5. Now that is going to go up and up and up every year with our price increases, till we're charging probably about €7 for full glitter on all 10 nails. If we are doing anything like these guys here, like we're replacing them individually, we charge per time, and we generally charge about €5 per 15 minutes. Or I would probably, if I was doing something like that, I would probably charge about €2 or €3 per nail. Okay. So for these easy guys, we charge €1 per nail or €5 for all 10. Now that's not to say that that's what you guys have to charge. You can charge more or you can charge less, but I wouldn't recommend charging any less than that. Look at him when he goes turquoise. How pretty is that? If I was to do something like this, I would be charging at least €2 per nail. So if they wanted that on all 10 nails, it would be an extra 20 quid. Okay, maybe an extra 15 if they were getting it on all of them. You can slowly see him turning back to being the dark grey there. Then we have this guy, and I would charge the same for that. I would charge about €2 per nail for him. Every salon that in the town is not going to be offering things like this to your clients. So you can charge a premium price for it because nobody else is going to be doing it. And if your client wants it, they got to come to you for it. Now, I've not actually top coated this guy yet. I forgot about that. So let me top coat him. But he would be the same if I was doing this guy. I would be charging €2 or €3 per nail. I know over in the US, you would want to up that way more because you guys get way more for nail art over there than we get over here. But you guys also pay a lot more for product and stuff as far as I'm aware than we do. So top coated, chuck them in the lamp and charge at least €2 per nail for something like that. So guys, your challenge this week is nice and simple. First of all, I want you to get a colour wheel so that you can start showing off your nail art designs to your clients. Okay, I want you to get at least one of every single one of these styles on your nail art ring so that your clients can see it. You can start showing it off. You can start selling it to your clients. Now, the other thing is, if you, say for instance, are a little bit nervous about asking clients for extra for nail art, what I used to do, now we don't do it anymore because a lot of the things that we would paint in that in the salon, some of us would do it quicker than others, so if we do it quicker, we don't charge as much. But what I used to do was, say I had this guy stuck down there, can you see that? Say I had him on this colour pop. I would literally have a little note here to say whatever colour I had used, so that I know exactly what it is they say if I want that exact thing. So whatever colour I used, whatever glitter I used, and then I would have a note on it to say €2 per nail, or say €15 for all 10. And that way your client can look at it and go, right, well, this design is €2 per nail, or it's €15 if I wanted it on all 10 of them. So they know by looking at it how much it's going to cost, so they don't have to ask. So if they kind of say, oh, well, I want it on 2 nails on each hand, then it's like 2 by 4, so it's €8. Oh God, that was kind of embarrassing. I'm really bad at maths, especially on the spot maths. So at least that way you're not asking them for extra. You were giving them your colour pop rings. They're looking at it and they're seeing how much it is for each design. So at least doing it that way, you don't have to feel awkward about asking them for extra, especially if you've been doing nail art at the moment for free for clients. You want to stop doing that straight away. So challenge for this week, get at least one of each of these different styles onto your colour wheel, which is one of these guys, and start charging clients for nail art. So what I want you guys to do every week before your next payment comes in is I want you to have covered the cost of each week of training. Okay, so that's not a whole lot. It could be just 3 clients with glitter on all 10 nails, or it could be a couple of clients with glitter on 2 nails, or maybe 2 or 3 clients with something like this on 1 or 2 nails on each hand. So get your nail art out, get your glitter out, get your toys out, start having a play, build your confidence. Glitter is easy to do, easy to apply, and easy to have fun with. And if your clients are a little bit nervous about wearing glitter on their nails, get it on yourself tonight, okay? Clients will get things on their nails that they see you wearing because they will look at you and they'll be like, I want to be like her. Okay, which is really important. This is why we always need to have our own nails done in this industry, because our clients want to look like us. They want to come in, they want to see. We know that this industry isn't a glamorous industry, but our clients look at us and they think that the industry is really glamorous. So they want to walk in somewhere and think, oh wow, look at her nails. Her nails are amazing. I want my nails to be like her because she's really glamorous. So if you wear nail art on your nails, it is so much easier to sell it to your clients. So if you don't have glitter on your nails at the moment, this evening when you're at home, or if it's the morning, wherever it is that you're watching from, get it on your nails this evening. Start talking to clients about it, get it displayed on colour wheels, start charging for it, and start making your money back for the program. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed what we did today. Next week, we are going to be focusing on nail art foils and loads of different things that we can do with foil. But I will type up the challenge again and leave a thread. And if you guys could share what you're doing, that would be amazing, because everybody will get ideas off each other as well. When you're doing things like this, try not to copy exactly what I've done. Now, if you want to, that's totally fine. I'm more than happy for you to do that. But if you can try and get a few little ideas yourself, share them in the group, and then you'll be able to help each other out with ideas, and you'll be able to like, oh, that's really nice, I'm going to give that a go. And then you can put up your designs and somebody else might go, oh, that's really interesting too, I'm going to try that. So use this group as a support network, share your ideas, share what you've done, and most importantly, have fun. So thank you so much for watching. And I will be in the group checking up on everyone and seeing what you guys have done. So good luck, and I'm excited to see what you can do in week 1.